and compensation. Why the importance is of setting this up at the beginning. Obviously, all of the points that we have, what criteria you want to set, your experience, attitude, aptitude, behavior, driver, owner, operators, how you're going to set up your business. Payroll methods, we're hearing the horror stories about driver rate and so on. You pay by the mile, you pay by the hour. What is the importance of getting this set right from the get-go, John?
Builds a good culture within the company. Without culture, you have that structural problem. You want reliability with your drivers, you have to set the standard. And the standard is going to be within your culture. So if you've got a positive culture, you're working with them, as Shane had mentioned about working with the driver and setting that standard within that, that's going to be a huge bonus for you. It's going to make you much more successful. Without that, you're going to be constantly fighting. You're going to have inner quarrels within your driver pool, within your management. You don't have the structure, so it's this guy says this thing, one says this, one says that. Nothing worse than when you're saying, okay, we hire drivers at this, but then 3 other guys in the operations go, oh, well, we'll hire them at this, we'll hire them at that. So it's set that foundation, set that culture that everybody wants to come work for you.
That's a good point. Derek, I missed you on the first slide intentionally because I wanted to pull you in here. So we've got those policies or not. We've got the experience or not. We've got owner-operators, drivers, drivering. Putting your underwriter hat on, how does an insurance company look at those areas differently? I know it's a broad stroke, but if you give us an idea of how the insurance company looks at that differently.
Sure. So one of the common misconceptions is that drivers need to be 25 years of age and 3 years of experience. Here to tell you today that's not the case. Every year an underwriter is going to send out their risk control staff to go out and do a loss control report, and they're going to report back to me. And they're going to benchmark you against industry best practices, and they're going to come back and give me their overall comfort level of you as a risk. And 99% of the time, if they are comfortable, I'm going to be comfortable as well. So we're not going to prohibit you from hiring a driver that's slightly outside of the documented criteria. What's important to note is that if you do deviate from what you have documented, that you very clearly document your file. Now this is something that's commonly overlooked in insurance for us. Outline the steps that you've taken in coming to that decision to make that exception. Okay? Training that you put this driver through, because this doesn't quite meet that criteria. In the case of a claim, if that driver is involved in a claim and you don't document your file, then my claims department has very little defense because the plaintiff's lawyer is going to look to poke holes in every area. And for my job as an underwriter, that's what I'm looking for, is I'm trying to prevent my company from exposure.
Perfect, well said. So Lorraine, I saw you. I know you want to add this, so please do.
Yeah, I'd like to add that I totally agree. A policy should be practical and something you can live with. It should offer flexibility in the sense of criteria for the staff to follow, and then if there's an exception to be had, that it defers to management for approval and a documented approval as to why the exception was made, because definitely sometimes exceptions are a reality in the industry. I would also want to just add on to that, that bottom up or top down, I've seen both work when it comes to policy and culture, but the important thing top down is that if everybody agrees that there's a criteria with some possible exceptions that get documented, if everybody agrees, including operations, then staff do not have the conflict between making a decision, right? So if we all agree that a driver cannot be hired with a moving violation in the last 12 months, as an example, I'm not saying that's what it should be, but as an example, that the frontline staff have guidance and will not make judgment calls on their own without management approval and a proper agreement. That operations isn't going to put pressure on the front line to make a hire just because they don't understand or aren't backing the decision.
So operations sees an empty truck, operations sees a driver come through the door, operations sees the driver in that truck, but it's not that simple. We want to make sure that we have all the proper criteria in place, and like you say, if you're not, I'm not saying bending your own rules, but if you want to make an exception, those exceptions also have to be documented, so I'm hearing that correctly. If we talk about driver and owner operators on it specifically, I want to just hover over that point just for a second. John, do you want to talk to me a little bit about contracts, an owner operator contract? What's the importance of having a contract for an owner operator?
It's going to help to set that business arrangement in stone. No different than we do with any other type of business arrangement. You want an agreement. When you're extending coverage to an owner-operator via putting the plate on their truck, the name on the door, insurance coverage on that vehicle, you need to bring that entity in to have tight controls. Exclusive agreements. They can only work for you. They can't work for somebody else. Making sure that there are set parameters within that agreement as to how we're going to conduct business, how we're going to work together. If we don't have that, then all of a sudden we can have a rogue owner-operator and doing what he wants, as he wants, when he feels, as he pleases. And it's all going to come back to your insurance policy, and then it's going to really upset your underwriter because now we've just increased the exposure limits as to what we're doing. When, hang on, I'm not being compensated for what you're doing over here with Klopp's Trucking when you're supposed to work for us, ABC Trucking. So we've got to set those guidelines right at the beginning and make it very clear to them that this is how we work.
Again, well said. Yeah, please do
So
that.
very important as well to make sure that the asset and benefits portion of the policy is covered off as well.
Okay. Now, while we're here, let's not move off that for a second because I've seen it a few times myself. Ideally, if an owner-operator is opting out of WSIB, they've done that 1149A thing, and they achieved independent owner-operator status. Ideally, what's the best way to ensure that the owner-operator or as a company, how can you best be certain that you're satisfied with that coverage here?
Well, a number of the great products out there, so NAL, big fan of them. So they come up with some great products. Really, we want to transfer that exposure off of our policy, whether it's SID or alternative coverage. That's our main focus.
And how can a company best protect themselves to ensure that it's there?
To the insurance company?
Yeah.
So again, our loss control team is going to go out and do an inspection, and they're going to take a look at the owner-operator contracts, and they're going to report back to me and make sure that everything is adequately in place and it's transferred.
Lorraine, I can see it down here.
I just might add that administratively, internally, if you make sure that they are keeping up with their coverage so that it can't expire after buyer. I think that would be the way to kind of cover.
You mean that
yourself.
happens, doesn't it?
Yeah. Or make sure they have their own WSIB. It's not 24/7, but it covers you off probably the best.
Awesome. Okay, thanks. John, I see it.
A number of the products, Roadside Edge is another one, NAL, a number of good, reputable alternative programs out there will allow you as the carrier to control who's in that program and making sure that everybody is covered. Rather than just relying on the owner-operator to get that alternative coverage, it's ideal for you as the carrier to manage that. That way you know what's going on.
And as far as definitions in the alternative coverages, to make sure I hear the term first payer, would you, Derek, you want to jump on that?
Sorry, say it?
First payer, you want to jump on that?
So first payer for the accident investment stuff, we want it to go over and transfer over to the alternative policy. We want to keep it off.
Perfect. I know this really isn't, it's kind of a vague question. Please, I'm going to ask you, when you're, from a legal standpoint, is there any advantage or disadvantage to the different types of payroll, like by the mile, by the hour, is there any weight or merit given to any one of those?
Not for my purposes. The court's not really looking at, okay, how are these people paid? It could come down to motivation, right? If they're, if depending on how they're paid, if they're paid by the hour, obviously that's motivation just to keep going, keep fudging logs, whatnot. So that is a consideration. However, now that a lot of logs are being e-logs and whatnot, we're not seeing too much of that now, but that can be a factor. I don't see it often, but it certainly can be a factor. I'm not sure if you had any other
No,
inquiry about that.
That's the point I wanted to get across, was the motivation things.
And then just an overall thing, when it does come to hiring in general in terms of the court system, you know, the Crown is looking at, okay, what are, you know, who are these companies hiring? How many years experience do they have? And, you know, if you have this guy that has all this experience, you know, 30 plus years, and he's coming to your company, but he has an attitude problem, and attitude was one of the things that we touched on, ultimately, the chances are that this guy, if he has an attitude at a hiring and he has 6 years of experience, he's going to be the guy that's going to get you in trouble at the scales with the ministry, and I've seen it happen before. So just keep that in mind, that, you know, attitude is just equally as important as years of experience.
And just before we left this, and I'll also open it up if anybody has any questions, general or specific. Shane, I just wanted you to touch on something, and this is, I hadn't even thought of this until just now. When you're because you're involved in training tons, like that's you're sort of the key asset. Do you notice any sort of difference in the buy-in between company drivers, incorporated drivers, or owner-operators? Is there anything that our guests here this morning would look for if they're offering training up to those different types?
Well, I think we touched on it a little bit with hiring policies, hiring procedures, and I think the most important factor would be don't deviate from your policies to appease an owner-operator. Everybody's got to meet the same standards. So if the owner-operator wants to buy into the company's structure, safety compliance, then it's going to be a good owner-operator. And it's the same as a company driver. So I think from a hiring process, when we're qualifying a driver, we're not really looking at owner-operator or driver, we're looking at qualification.
Okay.